Hi y'all, that's my dash. That is my cell phone holder that was holding my phone while I was talking to y'all earlier. And my dad pointed out that there was a sound issue. For some reason, okay, the phone wasn't picking up my voice. I mean, it was, but there was something else going on. And if you look, even when I'm parked or if I'm going down the road, so if I'm going down the road, I use a microphone on my lapel, and that's road noise. And then when I'm sitting in my driver's seat and talking to y'all, I didn't think about the lapel mics. I didn't think I needed it. Oh my God, that's a mess. I'm sorry. Anyways, so if you see what the problem is, or you can tell what the problem is, my AC fan is on high, and it's right next to my vents. Those are dryer sheets stuffed into my vents. They collect a lot of dust that comes back out because the shop doesn't always change the filters. I'm just saying, they should every single time because they don't know when we're gonna be back. Anyways, that's what you were hearing, my fan on high. Sorry. Hello. Okay. Hi y'all. I was gonna tell you I got some stuff in the mail. Okay, I bought a selfie stick for the meetup and then lost it, misplaced it, still haven't found it. So then I got another one, just like it, but now it has a light. See? Light? No light? Yeah. Exact same selfie stick, just happens to have a light on it. And then I bought one that goes like, I think it's about 5 feet tall, tripod, but then I forgot to buy a proper cell phone attachment. So then the next week I got it. Now I can look into those birds' nests and get better looks at better look at the birds around the neighborhood and in Jason's yard, right? And I was thinking about the problem with the sound that my last few videos had, and it was because of the air vent. Because my bunk fan motor gave out because they weren't changing the air filters, and quite frankly, you can only clean those so much. I'm still arm wrestling with this. Okay. They never seem to go back in the bag. Is it just me? What is it caught on? Get in there. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a thing down at the bottom. I think the remote or something. Some part I'm not going to use. I think for like a GoPro. I was going to get a GoPro, and then I realized my cell phone is fine. I would get one for Jason, but he'd rather actually have a camera like the old school cameras you walk around with, like those camcorders. That's what Jason has. You seen him at the meetup? Yeah, he looked like a Luddite compared to everybody else who's live streaming on their phones with battery packs and crazy stuff. I think I broke that. Okay. So I'll leave that alone. Well, this is my little lapel mic. It just clips on. It's cute. Comes in a little bag. Looking at myself is very distracting, so I put something in the way, and now I'm thinking I got this so I could chase Jason around the yard and go, hey, talking to the mic. But the phone picks up really great. So sometimes he's a little quiet because he gets ahead of me because I'm trying to look at something, and then he just keeps on walking and talking. Because he's giving a tour, but forgets he's giving a tour, but forgets he's giving a tour. It's like the person you try to follow, but forgets they're being followed. And they run the red light or they run the yellow light, and you're stuck and wait for them. And you got pulled over at the payphone. Oh wow, this is before smartphones. Anyways, so I like gadgets, you can tell. Probably not for my own good. I came across they have truck driver headsets, but this plugs in. But then I realized I bought the wrong one. So I had to get another part. Yes, more parts. Okay, well, hopefully this will fix the sound issue. If I'm going down the road, I will use this if I'm driving, and it'll be like we're on the phone. Just, you went to go pee. Oh, yeah, that's attachments. Let's see, what else did I get in the mail? Oh, books. Well, that's the most interesting thing to go with YouTube. Oh. Then I got, okay, I don't know if you can see this. Yep, wait. Oh. I got snail mail from Gail. I'm like, who does snail mail? Jason told me I had mail. I was like, okay, I always get packages. Anyways, so let me block this again. So I'm not looking at myself. It kind of works. Anyway, so that's what I was going to talk to you guys about. Jason's going to talk about, I think, acts of service or acts of kindness. And I was going to point out there was an awesome book. Okay, I work with a lot of guys, and I usually get this question, all right, you're a driver? You're a woman? Surprise. Let me ask you a question. The answer is no, I don't know what she meant when she said that. She doesn't know what she means when she says that. No idea. Okay, so look, a couple good books. One good book I read recently, audiobook of course, was The 5 Love Languages. I don't remember them all. Oh, well, that's not the point. For example, like, I'm a talker, but you have to talk to me, you know? Sorry, chopsticks. I want you to talk to me. And if you know somebody who likes to talk a lot, you're probably not going to be talking about anything. You're just talking to be talking. And that's actually the point. The point is talking. It doesn't matter what talking about. The point is that you're having a conversation. That's the important part. There's a power cord here, and I'm playing with it. It goes to my hot water heater I make coffee and noodles in. So anyways, and some people's love language is gifting. So I like you to talk to me. So poor Jason has to talk about stuff. Listen to me talk. On and on and on. Yeah. It's another thing I get from my mom. But then I also like to gift things. So my family will randomly get stuff. That's why Jason's always talking about the Amazon boxes. And I like gizmos and gadgets, and I think everybody else needs some too. So the point, it gets a little crazy. Now usually I will look for different types of items, or like I'll find more than one that might fit the bill. And I think A is the one that he'll really like. Or the bonus child, I nicknamed Noodlehead. Actually, they call her the Noodle. I add head. I don't know, it sounds funny. Add head to people's funny names. She has like 4 names. And if she's in trouble, you get tongue-tied. And then you forget what you were going to say. Because that has happened before. Like, hey, you forgot to close that. Oh, why do you have so many names? Why? So I've gifted him like send him stuff like I find on Amazon or online. And I think he'll really like this one. But I find this other thing along the way that I think, oh, that's nice. It's not what I'm looking for. And we'll call this B. And it'll be a B-side hit. I'm like, really? That's the thing? A B-side hit? It's a throwback from records. So, yeah, just Google it. Records are kind of like CDs. But there was a cassette and 8-track in between. And okay, just Google that. Oh, and don't look at VHS tapes and Betamax tapes, and there's CDs and DVDs and Blu-ray, and well, we had the internet, it just wasn't like this, okay? Wow. I thank God my audience is older. If your kids heard that, they'd be like, what? Yeah. Anyways, so that's where the blue side comes from. And a couple of my friends, people I know, are really, okay, I'm going to cut those. I don't want to forget they're there and sit on them. Because I use my bed for like everything. This is why I have to make my bed. Because junk will end up in it and then I'll lose it in the mess. Jason just sleeps in his bed. So most people do. Not when you have a small space. Anything flat is where you just toss stuff. And everybody has that thing by the door. When you're a truck driver, you just give a little flip and it goes in the back of the bunk. Anyway, so one of my friends, I think, does so much acts of service and kindness that she thrives on it. But I like to gift things So if I gift her something, or give her something, it has to, what am I saying, gifted, whatever. If I give her something, it has to be something that she can use in the ministry. Like, if you hang out with her long enough, you're joining the ministry. That's how Randy got pulled into it. And he just likes doing stuff. Whatever, as long as he's doing something, don't care. He's just a whatever guy. So if I give her something, I think of it as a tithe if you're Christian. And she really thrives on giving and doing stuff. I mean, really like giving everything away. Like sometimes Randy has to stop her. Like, you still need your last pair of shoes. You still need your last whatever. Don't do that. It's the kind of I picture. It's like, whoa, Maggie, hold on, slow down. Gotta have something. At least one is something. But then if she finds a need, she'll advocate for it. So she runs into a lot of homeless people in the ministry. And she figured out what they need most. So it's like, I've noticed that when I was just meeting homeless people and cross-country truck driving, one of the things they needed was like warm things. Like not just your sleeping bag, but a sleeping pad. Because cardboard works for a while, but then it breaks down. Not an air mattress because you lose the patches to them, but just like, oh, I am casting. That is a pretty good light. Anyways, like something that you can sleep on, keep warm. They don't need a lot of clothes. They can't carry them. They just need a good winter coat, a couple changes of socks, good shoes. You know, they need stuff that they're basically so they can live outside. And that, well, sleeping pads and sleeping bags. Like, she travels a lot. And since they usually are like bunking with somebody or sleeping on somebody's floor because of the ministry, let's just say it's a well underpaid profession. Like, it's a serious service profession, but it is underappreciated and underpaid for sure. So they could do everything on the cheap. Yeah, they do. That's some good money management right there. Like, yeah, she should do a money class. Oh, anyways, but she's tough. She knows kung fu. Ooh, sorry, karate. My bad. Anyways, so Jason, his main act of service when he was younger, well, besides all the research he does for you guys and the gardening in the YouTube, and that's a nice community. In his younger days, he had, he was more shapely, and you know what I mean, less girlish figure. He did home health care aid, and he actually enjoyed it, and he actually would go out of his way to make sure he was taking care of clients that actually needed the help. And he's one of those people that actually thrived on it and did it for quite a while. I mean, despite being injured a couple times, I really shouldn't have been working. He would go do it anyways, and then limp back home. Somebody about broke his foot, or I don't know what it was. But he would avoid the clients that didn't need help. Like, you get a new client, find out they don't really need the help, let somebody else do that. Somebody else who can wash dishes and clean house. He was more interested in the people that really genuinely couldn't move, and he was actually looking forward to taking care of my mom. Procrastination got the better of both of them on that one. She's a really smart lady, and I mean, if you're going to be stuck on a desert island with somebody you have to take care of, you want the smart person. That'd be my mom. If you wanted somebody that could actually do a little something, get Jason, because they're both really, 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 really smart. Now, then Jason got into this YouTube thing, and he'd done it before, but it didn't go over well, and just was trying to get across the concept, and he realized he was doing it all wrong, gave up, deleted the whole thing. It was just, forget it. It's not worth the trouble. He did some similar stuff on forums. I think it was more political or economic in nature. That's why we're like such news junkies. At least I am. He's not so much anymore. I don't think he cares about it anymore. He's figured out a game plan that works. But I don't know if it started with the Shed Wars, but in YouTube there are a lot of community groups that just also happen to be on YouTube. There's van lifers, through hikers, which I love, tiny house people, because I have a very small house, so I love things like that. Like I own a small house, and I live in a truck, and sometimes I have to hike with a dog. So I was trying to figure out how to, I guess you would say, encourage channels that I really like, and I didn't know how to do it on YouTube until Jason got his channel, and I actually had to figure it out. But then I went on Patreon, and I would go to Patreon because I took less of the money. I think somebody got kicked off of Patreon, and Patreon made the news. Well, then I found Patreon, because that's where a lot of the channels I really like they're demonetized usually. They don't get funding in the typical way, like they're not selling you a product. They don't get funding in the typical way. They're usually demonetized. And there's a lot of unconventional stuff that, you just don't talk about in public. That's that kind of YouTube. And so I started doing like maybe a few bucks there, here and there, and changing out on which YouTubers were putting out the most information, the most effort, but getting back little. Anyway, so then I learned how to become a member. So I'm like, all right, I'll do one membership. I'll do Jason's, and I gotta give him a lot somehow. Of course, I bought the big one so I could get the card that goes, And then I was telling Jason, once he got demonetized, that on weekends and nights I can watch a whole. I can't see my hands. I can only see like half my screen. I can, because data doesn't slow down, and it doesn't count against my number and my max if I use weekends and nights, so that way it would count is it watching a lot of ads. So if you like a channel, watch the ads. Don't skip. Okay, maybe skip them, but don't. No. Another thing you can do for channels that you like, besides subscribing, and sharing, if you have the app, there's a push notification, so you actually get a notification when videos drop, and then do that. As soon as you get the notification, go there. As soon as you subscribe, watch their video, and then go over to the side where the recommendations are, and go through there and find the next video the YouTube recommends of theirs. So it puts them up there. What else can you do? Find a playlist and play a bunch of their videos. So that's what I was doing, right? And then Jason tells me that somebody from the Shed Wars in Texas was needing, almost monetized, like she had enough subscribers, but not the hours, I think it was. So one weekend, it's like all Gail all the time. So that's where this. Oh, sorry, hide the address. I don't know how to hide addresses. She's in Texas, and I'm in Oklahoma. Oh, that's cute. Anyways, so going back to the acts of kindness and acts of service, and somebody being in the ministry, a lot of channels will shout out a channel that's like theirs, or that they really got value from. But this channel, this lady goes out of her way, almost like a ministry of sorts, like an outreach ministry to other people who are starting YouTube, and as she's learning it, she's doing it with other people. So I thought, well, if I'm only going to be a member of maybe like one or two channels, that's the one to be a member of, right? Well, because I don't really need the shout outs, because we know each other. But anyways, when Jason told me I had mail, I was like, oh yeah, I did get a membership. He's like, why? I was like, well, it's almost like a ministry. The acts of kindness, the acts of love in your love language. Oh, you should put a hole in the envelope. Oh no. Wait. Oh, it's a thank you card. Very fiery. Oh. Hee. I was really impressed that she was. Wait, I have seeds. Who sends me seeds? I better take those home. Zinnias? Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that. Jason's the one that really likes to grow stuff. Ooh. I got a card. Oh, I get a girl's phone number. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of, all the time I was listening, I'm kind of half listening to Gail's channel, right? And half daydreaming, right? Yeah, oh, that's nice. She does really nice interviews, but sometimes when she's giving talks, a cat will go meow flying by behind her, and it will get the dog all excited. That's why I was trying to say football likes your kittens. There was like a kitten for a while on the channel. I think the cat's grown now. Well, the joke was we were going to give football a box of kittens, and the kitten that survived would get to be the cat. Oh, football's actually kind of afraid of cats. They don't like her. They mean mug her. They run her off. I better not lose this. There's actually something I have to get back home. I was gonna, oh, well, it's a Tuesday. Tomorrow is Jason's live stream. Yeah, Wednesday. He changed the time on me last time. I was late. Okay, that's all the mail stuff. Oh, and I have a new book. There we go. That was the other thing, a new book. All right, well, that's almost 20 minutes. I can talk a lot. Okay, so hope you're done. Never mind. Let's hope you're done in the bathroom, but whatever. Next. All right. I'm not gonna say smell you later, because if you really are in the bathroom watching YouTube, that's what I do. Because I have like Bluetooth headphones, or I'm Facebook. Oh, I'm at a truck stop. Bye.